Hi, welcome to My Market Kitchen. Today we're off to Morocco to make a soup that they eat when they break their fast for Ramadan. Cooking's taken me a lot of places and I've been quite lucky, but one of my favorite places it's taken me is Morocco. I had the opportunity to work there and travel throughout Morocco for about a month. And while we were in Fez, which is interestingly one of the longest continually inhabited souks in the world, it's an amazing place. It's like a warren of little sort of streets and sometimes you don't see the sun. It's an amazing spot. I had the opportunity to cook this soup with a lovely lady in her house deep in the souk of Fez. It was brilliant. Now this soup is called Harira and it's a soup they traditionally break the fast of Ramadan. So from sun up to sundown they don't eat. And when they break the fast, they would traditionally eat it, break it with this soup. And it is absolutely delicious. And in tribute of that old lady, I'm doing it in the pressure cooker because that's how she cooked it. And it is really quite simple to put together. We've got some lovely lamb shoulder here that I've just cut into dice, about 1 centimetre dice. Into that, I'm going to add some turmeric, some saffron, cinnamon, and ground ginger. And one of the things you'll notice if you go to Morocco is in the souks they have these amazing spice shops. And one particular spice is famous from Morocco. It's called Ras El Hanout and it means top of the shop. And it's normally a blend of spices, up to about 45, that particular shop owner will make. And every shop has their own kind of combination. So all that lamb and spices goes into our pressure cooker. We've got some green lentils, about half a cup of green lentils into our pressure cooker. Now, this is how they roll, or this is how the old lady rolled in Morocco. She didn't use a knife. She grated all her vegetables. So I've got celery that we're grating into our pot, 2 sticks. We've got some onion. Now this is going to get messy. I'm going to do this here. And you might want to close your eyes when you do this because grating onions is a surefire way to make yourself cry. And we just grate those in. You can wear goggles if you like. There's so much of Morocco that I loved, from the souks to the little kasbahs out near the desert, the valleys with their date palms, the mountains, the Atlas Mountains and the Berber villages selling trinkets and carpets. And then, you know, down to Essaouira and the port town of Essaouira with the beautiful blue doors where Jimi Hendrix spent some of his time. It's just a wonderful country. Great music. Okay, and now our tomatoes. And here we're just going to grate these in. Don't worry about the skin. When you get to the skin, discard that. So it's just the pulp and the seeds that we're into, and that just all gets grated in like that. So we've got about 1 kilo of tomatoes here. I was always interested in why the old lady grated her tomatoes, but it makes sense. You know, you want the pulp, but you don't want the skin. So you're always left with the skin like that. And it's just so much more convenient than blanching, peeling, de-seeding. Those skins you can keep for making a stock of some kind if you like. Put them in the compost, feed the worms, yummy. I won't put any salt in there at the moment because I've got the lentils and we don't want the lentils to go hard from the salt. So we'll just now put our pressure cooker together. There we go, make sure it's locked. Okay, we put the pressure cooker on the heat. Now, we've got to let that come up to pressure. Once it comes up to pressure, we'll give it about 20 minutes and then we'll check it. And we'll see how that is. And if the meat is all lovely and soft, then we can start finishing our soup off. So that's been about 25 minutes under pressure. I've let the steam out and now we're just going to have a look. Hello, pigeon. Wow. So that's got all the tomatoes and the spices and the lamb in it. Yum. And the lentils, and it's all broken down. But at this stage, it's fairly thick for a soup. So now I'm going to add some stock to it. I'm now going to add my chickpeas. So we'll just add our chickpeas and I'll bring that to the boil and that'll be ready to serve. Just check the seasoning. Needs a little bit of salt, a little bit of cracked black pepper. And you could really imagine starving all day and then, oh, what am I going to eat? And then being confronted with this lovely, nourishing, rich lamb soup. And wow, it's good. Nice big bowl. So all the lentils have broken down and thickened that soup. You got your lovely chunks of lamb in there. Wow, so, well, I was going to say Moorish, which is a little bit sort of ironic because it kind of is in the cultural sense of the word. Look at that. Yum. Let's just rip some of this coriander, chop it all up roughly. Oh, why not? A little bit of olive oil. So here's our Harira, ready to be smashed and gobbled up after my long fast for Ramadan. I wonder if the old lady that showed me how to make this recipe would be proud. I hope so.